Hey everyone, you are watching The Spiritual Skinny, and I'm one of your co-hosts, Jamie Kalman, your empowerment specialist, and I am here today with my special guest, speaker and author of the Oneness of Us trilogy, Kirk Nielsen, and also here with
Marilyn Aloria, psychic medium,
and Jessica Manuel, transformational life coach.
Whole gang's here.
Woo!
Woohoo! So we decided to bring in a man.
We got a man in the clubhouse.
I don't know. What do you call it with four people?
A hen house.
Oh.
You're a rooster in a hen house.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
How you doing? So you notice a little slight change in the energy now that Kirk's here. Everyone's just like, hi.
Well, that's the masculine and feminine energy taking place. It's immediate.
Exactly.
Nice.
And I love that you just picked up on that, because that's what we're talking about with you today is masculine and feminine energy and how this plays out in our relationships. And we brought one of Kirk's book. This is the relationships book of the Oneness of Us trilogy. And I love this one because it talks about what you experience in your relationship is your own creation, that your partner is a mirror of you. Kirk.
Yes.
Okay, so you're an awesome man. Can we clone you, duplicate you? I mean, what's the process? Talk to us about this.
Well, on that mirror statement, the relationship being a mirror of you, that's what relationships are really for, is to reflect back to you who you are. Whenever you get into a relationship, you're always just doing that.
Exactly.
And that person is going to, even if you think that it's not, that person is reflecting back to you who you are.
Yes, yes.
And sometimes that can be quite eye-opening.
Yes, yes.
When you're in a bad relationship or one that isn't very healthy for you, it's a reflection of yourself.
It's like, that couldn't be me.
Right?
There's no way that that's me.
Yeah.
He did this, she did that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it that way because it's usually like you're dating your mother or your father. I've only heard that one. I've never heard that it's a reflection of me. So now, like, you guys are talking, I'm like going back in my head, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. One of my
I got work to do.
One of my favorite quotes from A Course in Miracles is perception makes projection. So whatever you're perceiving in yourself, you're projecting onto the world. So that makes sense that your partner is really just a mirror of your own consciousness.
Kirk, I have a question for you. So if you do find yourself in one of these relationships that isn't optimal, what's your advice for that?
Well, it's a perfect opportunity
Yeah.
to find out more about yourself. In your last segment that you guys did, you were talking about that. You brought up the point that you, if it isn't going right or something on Facebook,
Jealousy.
Right.
yeah, the jealousy.
Right.
It's that same concept. So, like, you're in a relationship and whatever your partner's doing, you're not liking.
Yeah.
Then you can immediately go, okay, how is that me? How am I doing that? What does that have to do with me?
And what part of my own mind am I seeing right
Yes.
now?
Wow,
Like,
taking
what part
a
of my
lot
own
of
mind?
responsibility. Which
Are
is
you
great.
ready? Are you
Yes.
ready to do that?
It's
Yeah,
all
no,
that.
I am, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I've never looked at it that way, and I think it's great. I mean, and I self-analyze all the time, but I've never noticed it as a mirror that much.
Yeah, if the person, like, for example, I was in a relationship and the woman, after a while, she was like saying to me, you just don't love me enough.
Was that true?
And I was thinking to myself, and I was running through that. I was running through that, and I was thinking to myself, now wait, I tell her I love her. I do all of these things to show her that I love her.
Yeah.
She just couldn't get
It
enough
wasn't
love
enough love,
for me.
right?
Yeah.
So it was her.
And was it her not having enough love for herself?
Oh, yes, thank you.
I get the teddy bear.
Yes. So that was the point is that, and this just came out of me that day, and this was an epiphany to me, and it was like, I said, well, it's not me that's giving you the love, it's you that's giving you the love.
Right.
And so it's
well,
the
no matter
love is
how much
coming-
love you gave, it would have never been enough.
Never.
Because it was never enough. She never had her own.
Right.
So,
Love,
like,
and I
to
remember
her.
saying, love is something that you give, not something that you get.
Yes.
That's
And
a
I
really
love
good way to
that
do
because
it.
we were talking on one of our earliest segments about manifestation, the law of attraction, and so many people are doing it to get something, and really it's just about being more of who you are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
from the inside out.
And allowing yourself to express yourself at its optimum level.
And so your relationship is just like the counterpart of yourself.
It is. It is. And I was just talking with a friend the other day, and she was back on the dating scene. I don't know if anyone's qualifying for that in this group, but anyway.
Well, if I am, I'm in trouble.
But
Keep such a mind me.
Yes.
So I'm back on it.
so anyway, I was talking to her, and she was like, okay, I just haven't had any dates for a few months. What am I going to do? And I said, Well, start dating yourself. So in other words,
That's
so-
a
I did
great
that.
tip.
That's what I did
Yes,
before my
yes,
husband.
and I said so. Okay, so imagine how you want to be treated with the guy that you're wanting to attract. Let's say, and start treating people the exact way that you want to be
I love
treated.
that.
Can I ask Jamie, like,
Yeah.
how did you do that? You said you did that before you.
I absolutely did. And I'm so excited that you brought it up because that was the shift for me. Because prior to my now husband, I was attracting all kinds of different energies into my life. And one of the things that I realized was from every failed dating experience, I don't really believe any of them are failures because I learned something in every single one. I was noticing who I was being in the relationship, what I liked about that, what I didn't, the things I was no longer willing to tolerate. And I really learned from all that, and I decided to start just treating myself that way. Like I started taking myself out to nicer dinners.
Well, that's what I was just wondering.
So,
Do you
like,
take
Yeah,
yourself, is that
I
what you
started taking
suggest?
myself out and buying myself flowers every week. I started doing that.
Doing for yourself and others the very
What
thing you
you-
want.
Right. Because it's
Being
and creating
exactly
that
what
energy.
you
I
want.
like that.
Yeah.
Being exactly what you want to everyone. So basically, you're just, whatever you're putting out, then you'll immediately get back. And you're thinking, well, this is a person I'm not even interested in, and I'm like on a date with them or being nice to them. But the point is that energy will then immediately attract another energy. And by the way, this woman that I was talking with, she hadn't had any, how should I say, inquiries for a couple of months.
Inquiries. That's a nice way to put it.
No gentlemen suitors.
Yes, and she's like, oh, it's just the desert out there, and I'm just going, no. It's just energy. It's just energy. And we talked about this when we were riding to the destination we were going to. Actually, we were getting a bite to eat. And she goes to the bathroom. She comes back. There's a guy that wants to meet me, and I've got to go talk to him. And I said, okay. So
Was
then,
she on a date with you?
no, we were just friends.
I'm like, well, that's unfortunate, Kirk.
Although that would have been okay with me. I'm all for that too. But the thing that happened is that she came back and she said, okay, so I want to go talk to him. I'm just going to go give him my card. I go, no. Don't just give him your card. Go up to him and tell him who you are.
Yeah.
And ask him, talk to him a bit, and then ask him if he's interested in actually,
Getting together?
connecting with you. If
So
there's
being
any
that
interest. Extremely forward, right to the point.
Wow.
Right. So, do you have any tips
I'm making
for us?
faces. I am so done with being the hunter.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not saying that she was a hunter, and I didn't want her to think that she was the hunter, because now you're back to the masculine and feminine
Right,
energy, which is a
right.
good point, and thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
And
I'm not hunting.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes, but he already got her. He attacked. He attacked.
He was hunted.
Yeah. So she was like complying with the hunt.
And she was like being
That's
polite
good. I
because
get
she's
it.
coming back to me, and she said, I have to go, tell him
Okay.
that I'm leaving, because he said, will you come back and connect? And so when I did, I said, so be sure and then lay it out. What is your interest in me? What is it that,
Make that clear.
make that really clear, because do you just want to see me for a one night stand? Are you married? Are you, what is it?
right.
Are you looking for a partner? And just quickly just get to the point and see if there's really something there, rather than wasting a date or the phone calls and the wondering.
Yeah.
Get to it.
I'm liking it.
Well, guys, this has been awesome. Thank you so much
That
for
was
joining
really
us.
great,
Yes,
Kirk.
thank you,
Wonderful.
Kirk, for coming
I
to
mean,
the
I've
clubhouse.
been quieter than normal because I'm like just taking it all in.
Man, absolutely. It's fantastic. And you can really apply these ideas actually to all kinds of relationships, business relationships, family relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
Not just intimate relationships.
It works.
right?
Just relationships. And the chapter number 1 in the book is your relationship is with you.
Yeah.
And what's your website so everybody can look?
Yeah.
It's Oneness of Us.
Great.
Okay.
.com.
onenessofus.com if you want to visit Kirk and find out more about him and his Oneness of Us social gatherings. Which
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
social gatherings that where people can come together, and it isn't just meeting singles, but
Exactly.
meeting people in relationship, because it doesn't matter if you're in relationships or not. You're still wanting to synchronistically meet the people you need to meet.
Okay, so does
Exactly.
everyone hear that? We have parties that we can go to and meet the relationships that are in alignment with us.
Right. Whether you're in relationships or not.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're perfect. I have been to one, so I highly recommend them. So again, thanks so much to our special guest, Kirk Nielsen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kirk.
And thanks for watching The Spiritual Skinny.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching The Spiritual Skinny. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. We want to hear from you.